Welcome to Avian Tranquility. I'm Sam Nang, your nature storyteller. Here, we slow down and follow the quiet lives of remarkable birds from around the world. One species at a time, one gentle story at a time. Today, we step into a misted marsh to meet a bird that looks like it belongs to another age, the shoebill.
Imagine a dawn where the water holds its breath. Low mist drifts between reeds, and in that hush, a tall silhouette stands perfectly still, like an ancient statue softened by fog. That stillness is the shoebill, deliberate, patient, and strangely comforting to watch.
The shoebill, Balaniceps rex, is a marsh specialist of Central African wetlands. From South Sudan to Zambia, it favors papyrus swamps, floodplains, and reed-lined lagoons where shallow water teems with life. Picture broad, slow waterways, sun silvering the surface, and islands of green where a shoebill may stand alone for hours.
The shoebill's range is patchy, often tied to seasonal flooding. In those cycles, whole marshes transform. Quiet pools become rich feeding grounds. When the waters are right, shoebills move in, and their presence tells us something important about the health of the wetland.
Nesting begins when the marsh offers stable islands of vegetation. Shoebills build bulky nests of reeds and grasses, sometimes raised above muddy ground. They lay 1 to 3 eggs, though usually just one chick survives to adulthood. The hatchling is awkward and surprisingly loud, an earnest, hungry bundle beneath the watchful bill of a parent.
I like to imagine a parent shoebill in the soft orange light of morning, turning its huge, hammer-like bill to shield a chick from wind. Their parental care is deliberate, long periods of attendance, slow feeding visits, and the kind of quiet vigilance that feels almost like meditation.
It's important to note the trade-off in shoebill reproductive strategy. Fewer chicks, more investment. That means each young bird carries the weight of its parents' patience and the marsh's fortunes. When food is plentiful, a chick thrives. When the wetland falters, vulnerability grows.
Early life for a shoebill is a study in quiet resilience. Threats are subtle, shifts in water depth, sudden storms, or the slow creep of human disturbance. Predators exist, but the larger danger is often habitat change. When marshes are drained or fish stocks fall, the calm lifestyle of the shoebill is hard to sustain. As a chick grows, it learns to stand, to balance on soggy platforms of reeds, and to wait with the patient intensity of its parents. Watching its first awkward strikes, each one a practiced experiment, you feel the slow, inevitable work of learning a craft honed for centuries. Shoebills are fascinating hunters. They adopt a stand-and-wait method, motionless for long stretches, then a sudden, powerful bill strike. Their diet centers on large fish. Lungfish and catfish are common targets, but they will also take amphibians, reptiles, and even young waterfowl when the chance arises. That bill, broad, heavy, edged with a hooked tip, seems made for precision. It clamps and grips with surprising quickness. But what captivates me is the contrast. A bird that looks carved from stone, yet moves with a soft, precise hunger. We watch, and in watching, we learn to slow ourselves.
Daily life for the adult shoebill is paced by the marsh, tides, rains, and the slow passage of sun. They may stand for hours on a single perch, feathers ruffled against insects or drizzle, eyes fixed like lighthouses scanning the water. Then, when prey breaks the surface, the shoebill's ancient technique unfolds, a graceful, decisive motion.
Shoebills are largely solitary outside the breeding season.
Pairs form for nesting, and courtship behaviors are subtle. Bill clapping, mutual preening, and shared nest building. Their social life is quiet. Intimacy is shown through prolonged presence rather than flashy display.
There is a particular tenderness in seeing two shoebills together, two great beaks touching in a slow, deliberate greeting. It feels less like a drama and more like a shared agreement. We will tend this place. We will stand guard for one another.
Beyond individual lives, shoebills occupy an important niche in wetland food webs. They help regulate fish populations, and their presence signals a functioning marsh. When shoebills thrive, the wetland often thrives too. When they decline, the marsh is usually struggling with pollution, drainage, or overfishing.
Conservation measures that help shoebills are straightforward and hopeful. Protecting floodplain habitats, establishing local stewardship of wetlands, and promoting sustainable fishing practices. Community involvement, local guardians of the marsh, has shown great promise in several regions. Small, steady actions can ripple outward.
As our hour together comes toward its close, I like to return to that first image, the shoebill, in a world held almost motionless by mist. In that stillness, there is a lesson about patience, about attention, about the value of watching rather than rushing to change what we do not yet understand.
If you take one small thing from this story, let it be this. Wetlands are living libraries of balance. The shoebill is a page in that library, a reminder that some lives are built in long waits and quiet mastery. Remember them, respect them, learn from them.
For listeners who want to help, support local wetland conservation groups. Learn about sustainable fisheries, and if you can, donate or volunteer with organizations that work with communities to protect marsh habitats. Even sharing accurate stories like this helps build care.
And there for now we leave the shoebill, in its own corner of the living world. Through storms, seasons, and long quiet watches, the shoebill continues its patient work of survival, asking for nothing, yet teaching us much. If this hour brought you calm or a new sense of curiosity, please subscribe to Avian Tranquility and share this story with someone who could use a gentle moment today. Thank you for listening and for caring about lives that often go unseen. In that moment, we see nature's quiet wisdom. Until next time, may you find small pockets of stillness, and may the soft wing beats of the marsh stay with you wherever you are. One bird, one story, complete peace.